Our Justin Michaels this afternoon is outside of the Cathedral of the Holy Cross. Justin, I was watching your Twitter feed. You had a really amazing vantage point from inside during that about 90-minute service this morning.
I did. It was quite amazing to be inside, to be there and be part of this healing moment for Boston. And I'll tell you, there were a few moments that stood out to me. The one is, in fact, chief among all the moments that happened inside is when Mayor Menino, we've seen him wheelchair bound for quite a while now, plenty of health problems. And with the assistance of a member of the clergy and also one of his security detail, he stood up and he gave his remarks and was as strong as we have seen Mayor Menino in quite a while. And one of the things that he said during his remarks about the city of Boston, he said, quote, "I have never loved it and its people more than I do today." If that isn't a telling statement from a man who has pledged basically his entire political life and 30 years of his actual life to this city, I don't know what is. Of course, there were several standing ovations. Governor Deval Patrick had a standing ovation when he said, "I'm thankful for Mayor Menino." Immediately, the place stood up and applauded. You heard hoots and hollers, and not often do you hear these types of things in a cathedral, a Catholic cathedral. And then, of course, the president spoke as well, and he had several standing ovations of his own. He said, "Boston is your hometown, but we claim it too." It really speaks to how this city has, in the wake of tragedy, really united the country once again. It didn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. It didn't matter what religion you were. Today was not about any of that. Today was about bringing this city and bringing our country back together again, Stephen Bridget. And everyone we've spoken to here outside of the cathedral today has said it did just that. Back into you.
Justin, you really capture the energy that was taking place inside the cathedral. We were, the cameras were focused on the podium. We saw that moment you described with Mayor Menino, but boy, you really bring it alive there when you talk about the struggle, and yet the commitment, the determination the mayor had to stand at the podium and to be able to address everybody in the cathedral. That's remarkable.
Sure, and I'll tell you what, and of course, in true Mayor Menino fashion, he did give a singer. He said, let me find his remarks here, pardon me, I took a lot of notes while I was in there. He said, and yes, we even love New York City more, Sweet Caroline at Yankee Stadium. And that did get a nice chuckle out of the entire crowd. And as he said that, and the place was laughing, I looked over, and even the president and first lady were laughing. The vantage point we had that they gave the media here so we could really report on this to the best of our ability was amazing. We were directly in front. In fact, just off to my left and one row above was Yo-Yo Ma, the performist, who did an amazing job, and through his musical talent, you could have heard a pin drop. It was him, his cello, and silence. And it was just a very, very powerful and emotional for many people experience. If I turned around during some of the standing ovations for the governor, for the mayor, and also the president, and people did have tears in their eyes.
Justin Michaels' silence was never more eloquent. Thank you so much for your report. He had one of the golden tickets inside this interfaith service today.
Yeah, he absolutely did. So many interesting moments that we're going to continue to share with you here on NECN throughout the afternoon, also online at NECN.com. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be back after this.